Hey, we're live. We're live.
Live-ish.
Works.
We are undead.
Um, Hello, and welcome to our gathering of would-be heroes. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign game, a game full of swords, sorcery, magic, giants, dragons, and all kinds of monsters. As a warning, this is a game that can also explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and other topics. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in a private chat. But if you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to the episode when you feel ready. So, let's go a bit of a round and introduce our cast. Starting with, I start with Zach at the bottom.
Well, you threw me off. I wasn't expecting to come off mute that quickly. I'm Zachary Naldret, he, him. I can be found on the Twitter bot bird app at Zach Rules. And tonight I am playing Zahana, who is also he, him, a ranger who has just learned spells. So I don't know what I'm doing. It's going to be fun. We'll find out what happens.
I mean, what spells could rangers possibly have, anyways? Let's see. Zev.
Hey everyone, I'm Zev. I play Marcos Lasalle, Tiefling Paladin, who also just got spells. This can't possibly go wrong.
It's the worst that could happen. Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline. She, her. You can find me at It's Gingivitis7 on Twitter. I will be playing Dr. Rosenthal, he, him. He is a human wizard and has known spells for a while. So we shall see if he actually uses some offensive spells today. Yeah.
Jazz.
Jazz, she, her. I am playing Zanelle, human monk. Well, I can't spoil what I learned. It's just not fun.
Not spells, though.
Nope, not at all.
Not yet.
Dope monk shit.
Yeah.
Dope shit. Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah, she, her. You can find me on @SMoreAD on Twitter. I play Izamina Lascelle, the Order Cleric, and my internet is freezing hardcore. So if my router goes down, I will be right back.
Steve.
I'm Steve. I am he, him, and I'm playing Malik Greybeard, the Dragonborn barbarian who has a beard. So, also, we are all playing today for some Jasper's Game Day stuff.
Oh,
so,
yes.
help us out in the chat, and with donations, you can give us advantage, disadvantage. You can definitely give disadvantage to the DM. That's fine. We don't mind that at all.
Speaking of which, how many am I at?
I think you're just at the one from.
Just have one right now.
Yeah.
So
just one disadvantage.
At any particular thing that I roll advantage, do I declare when I roll disadvantage?
It'd probably be on your. Yeah, I don't know. Probably be on your next roll.
Oh well. I mean, what? Are you telling me I'm going to roll a completely whiffy thing just to get rid of it? No, I wouldn't do that. All right.
So next time combat starts, Steve, make sure you link the Tilify in chat so people can donate to make sure disadvantage is on those rolls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Anyone can link it in the chat just by going !Jaspers so that we can check out what is going on that. Provided that worked. What the hell?
I mean, unless people want to see a TPK.
Please no.
No? Anyone?
No.
I am DM Mike, and here we are. So, Braving their way into the dugout tunnels beneath the Golden Grain Inn, our heroes not so stealthily were startled by a small number of rats. But girding their loins, they pressed on, coming to a chamber containing a small number of crates and barrels and a twisted, withered humanoid. Remembering their Tolkien, Zanel, Izamina, and Marcos attempted to calm the feral creature, while Zahana and Dr. Rosenthal decided to venture down another narrow passage in search of further clues as to the nature of this underground area. Out of the shadows came more twisted humanoids bent on devouring the party, ghouls. After a tense battle with Malik decorating the walls of the corridor with ghoul remains, and Zahana and Rosenthal adopting a somewhat efficient method of pass the weapon to defeat their adversaries, our heroes emerged triumphant.
Hold on 1 sec. We lost Sarah, so I'm going to go to the BRB screen just for a sec and readjust things, and we'll be right back.
Hey, we're live again. All right.
Now
Where
we're
were
live
we?
again. I have a
We're not.
cat.
Are we live now?
Yes, we're live.
Hey.
Sure.
No.
Um, Steve, your Discord screen
Discord is showing.
on screen.
Oh. Where is that? Oh, that's showing there. All right, give me 1 sec. I will readjust that, and there we go. That should work.
Are we ready?
I think
Nothing
that'll
else?
work. There
We're
we
good?
go.
We're good. I don't even remember where I was.
I'll just clip
Something
that part out
ghouls,
later.
Malik decorating the walls. Teamwork, triumphant. Further investigation of the strange area underground revealed crates and barrels of spoiled foodstuffs and a large ivory statue of a gigantic hooded snake with a human face. Not initially knowing the true nature of such an entity, the party returned to the surface and to the Slumbering Serpent Inn. What an ironic name. Where more conversation was had with Olwyn the innkeeper, and a plan was tentatively made to sleep the night and then move about town to make more inquiries to get to the bottom of the mystery of the missing caravan. Nancy Drew novel. And that is where we left off. So, what are you doing now? The sun crests, roosters crow to awaken the dawn. Seems like a nice, bright, sunny day entering into fall, where the apples have been plump and red on the trees. And you awaken undisturbed, a full night's rest, a long rest, if you will, and ready to embark on your investigation. What are you doing?
I would like to find whomever would like to come with me and go down and talk to our boy Xander, who we have tied up in a piss robe.
Okay.
Sounds like fun.
Yes.
Let's see if he's more cooperative this morning.
After breakfast, yes. It's the most important meal of the day.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's fair.
We will eat breakfast, and then we will go talk to our prisoner.
So,
Yes.
Olwyn cooks you up, or gets between himself and his wife, they cook you up some bacon and eggs. Nothing fancy. A little bit of toast. Freshly squeezed orange juice. What are we talking about here? Continental? You get the stew that's in the pot. No. You have a good breakfast. A very medieval breakfast. No. And you head outside to the shack, the storage, basically, the storage house, where he's got various tools. It's kind of like an oversized shed, basically. He's got various tools in it, various gardening implements, and a tied up, familiar looking villager tied to a support beam.
Krusty's still here.
Yeah, we should probably let him go to the washroom or whatever he needs to do.
No. No, we shouldn't. He can stay right there.
Don't make me hurt you.
He tells us what we need to know, and then he can go to the washroom. Maybe.
All right, so I'm just questioning.
So, Xander, who's missing you right now?
Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Xander,
He has
who's missing you right now, Xander?
He looks at you as though you're not even there. He is like he's staring straight through you. There's no reaction.
That's weird.
Would you rather we find out without you?
No reaction.
Xander, were you aware that the basement of that tavern was full of undead monsters?
No reaction.
I am going to kneel down and pull out some bandages from my pack and unwrap the piss robe from around him and pour some of my canteen water out onto the bandage and begin to just like gently clean off his face. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to be very gently kind and just kind of cleaning him up, checking him for wounds. But I want to be very close. I want to see if anything that any of these guys are saying is causing any reaction in him, even if he's trying to play it cool. I am like deep insight checking him.
Okay, give me an insight check.
First roll, you guys. I was made for this. It's going to be fine. That's
Yeah,
what I said.
absolutely.
You got
Right?
this. You've got
Yeah.
this.
Get
Hey, that's not too shabby. 19 for a 24 total
He is not reacting
to any of it.
anything. Like, give me a medicine check.
Is he a medicine check? Does he seem like he's sluggish or poisoned? That's a dirty 20. Wasn't a natural 20, but dirty 20.
20 is fine. Yeah, his pupils already been dilating. He's not reacting to anything. He's catatonic.
Catatonic, like
He's
he's
like-
on a substance that is helping him be super chill, or catatonic like he is in shock, or I'm not asking in character, like I'm asking you as the DM. I need
He's-
a little bit more information.
He's staring off into space. It's basically, I wouldn't say a drug trip, and I wouldn't say anything else but his brain has definitely checked out. He's not consciously there. To the best of your knowledge, he's not with you in the room. But his body is alive. He's just not
But he's not
responsive
unconscious.
to conscious thought. He's not unconscious. He's not out. He's not asleep, or he's not at 0 hit points or anything else like that. He's not. He's healthy. He's otherwise he's sitting there. He's not dying or any sort of dire straits, but he's not consciously present.
So he's awake, but he's not awake.
Yeah, basically. But he's not responding, so you don't really know if he's awake at all.
He's a potato.
He's a potato.
I mean, okay.
He's in a vegetative state.
Malik
in a
is
sense.
gonna go up and kind of like poke him directly in the forehead where his third eye would be, just a couple of times.
And his head sort of lobs back.
Oh,
So he doesn't like blink or anything. Like,
Nope.
that's
so he's not awake, but he's awake.
just
Would,
that's a little disturbing.
would
He's
something
alive.
like detect magic help me to see if he was, for lack of better terminology, possessed and has been like let go, and that's why is that like a use that I can use detect magic for?
I mean, it might pick something up. Who knows? Oh no, the hiccups.
Every week.
Stav.
I know.
If there is a current magic aura, if there is magic currently present, you would detect it.
Donate to
But not,
Jaspers
like,
to prevent
if he's
hiccups.
I wish it was that
Um,
easy.
Can we tell if this is medical, like a medical thing, or if this is a mental thing in any way? Or is there a role that we could make to help figure that out? If
Would
it's not
my
obvious.
Yeah, would
yeah
medicine
would my
help,
20
maybe?
have shown that?
Well, you did a good assessment of him with the medicine check of 20. He is not injured. There's no sufficient blow to the head. There's no anything else. So logically, it is mental in some way.
Okay, the second that I make all this assessment, I'll just tell everybody. You guys, he is not here. There is shock or something going on for him. His body is fine.
He doesn't look like
but
he's in shock.
He is.
No, but that's
Okay.
what she's saying, Mike. Like,
Yeah.
he's kind of in
There's-
his
there's-
state.
There's something. He's in some kind of dissociative state that is not letting him respond to us. It's not that he doesn't want to. He's not being defiant. He can't respond to us right now. So maybe something had a hold on him and has left him a vegetable in its wake or something, but we're not going to get any answers from this guy.
Maybe something came in after, because no one was here with him all night. Alwyn checked in. Well, said he was going to check a couple times, but
Did you update us?
Do any of us remember him? Was this the way that he was the previous night after we knocked him off his horse and covered him in piss robes? I would like our stats
No.
person to count how many times I said that now.
I remember he was uncooperative, but he wasn't
Just
a
talking.
potato. Yeah, he just was not helpful.
Mhm.
Can I
Maybe.
make,
Go,
So-
Zach.
so Mike, can I make a intelligence arcana roll to see if I would know that it could be a magical effect that is doing this?
Maybe, but the DC would be ridiculously high because it's not a normal effect in the first place, let alone within your particular scope of magic. Theoretically, it could be possible, but go ahead and roll.
5.
Sure.
That must have done it, right?
Yeah.
Could be magic. Could be some kind of weird little worm. Could be
The worm at the bottom of a tequila bottle.
exactly.
Quick, check all the bottles of the.
He forgot to do the lime and the
Oh,
salt.
yeah, with the salt in the hand.
Is that what happens with that? I'm never drinking tequila.
So I'm gonna look around. Is there anything else that appears to be sentient that is in the shed? Any mice or birds, or do they have a horse or something that they keep in here, or anything like that?
I mean, there might be mice. I mean, it's a shed. There are no birds, and it's not quite big enough to stable a horse. With all the extra stuff in here.
Okay.
Perhaps we should keep this guy tied up because I don't think it's safe for him to not be at this point. And maybe we should go over and speak with who's ever in charge at the temple and see if they know anything.
We were also going to check the abandoned tavern, the first place.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
How do we want to do this? No, Mike. No.
Or we could let him go, see where he goes.
I don't think he's going anywhere. That's the thing.
He seems pretty done, pretty checked out.
I'm gonna untie him.
Um,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the
I am-
ball ready just in case.
I'm just gonna take a couple of steps back and give him some space.
And so his arms basically up here and untie them, and they kind of flop to his lap. And he just sort of slumps and he sits there.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think we have to worry about him going anywhere. I don't think following him is gonna, at least not at this time.
Come on down. Go
Um,
peek, go
If
peek.
we totally don't care about the Geneva Conventions, I do have a couple of vials that we picked up that I'm curious what they do.
what's Geneva?
oh no.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a good way to find out the truth of what's in the vials.
Without endangering us. I like this
Um,
plan.
But if they're useful, we wouldn't have wanted to waste them on him.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, what if it's like a
Uh,
potion of giant strength or something?
That would be nice.
But
for
but you
us.
are a giant already, so it would be you're still a giant. You can cast Maul on him.
So I might just be
I
being
am-
paranoid.
I'm more worried about those of us who aren't mighty.
But
Like,
remember that statue we found in the tunnels, Izamina?
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing here. Maybe that has some connection with the deity that he mentioned when we were interrogating him for the first time last night, and maybe possibly
He's watching.
it has something to do with this.
Maybe. I did not take good notes because I do not remember him mentioning a deity.
She's watching over us. You can have your truth. We know the real truth.
Yeah.
Do we know the Maldi? Is that a female deity?
Meliki? Yep.
Oh,
Well, we also-
Meliki.
Yeah, but we
Also
also
the
know
hearth.
that sacrifice or dark stuff is not really her bailiwick.
Right. Yeah. I get so excited and my notes are not good. I apologize.
You can sacrifice a couple of vegetables to her at harvest season, but
that would be the mighty one.
Can
not
we
me. I ate meat.
So
can we ask Olwyn to Zahana, what do you think about asking Olwyn to have somebody just keep an eye on this guy? Because maybe we should go check out the place near where you were staying before you got attempted kidnapped, the other inn. Maybe there's something there. What do you think?
yeah, we could do that. I was thinking, like, yeah. So everybody disappeared last night from the inn you were staying at. But if it was, like, if the innkeeper was in on it, then they'd probably be back in business today. So we could swing by there, check out, and see if anyone's there.
Well, it is on the way.
Yeah, I mean, while
It
we're
is.
doing it.
Okay. Does that sound good, Dr. Rosenthal? What do you think?
I have no opinion either way.
Fantastic.
Cool of them.
Apple friend?
Just one question. Alvin said he was going to check on him throughout the night, right? We never got an update about it. So why don't we ask him if he actually checked on him? and see if we can figure out when it happened.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm down with it.
Sounds good to me.
Done.
I'll stay here with our friend while you guys go check with Olwen and have him send somebody out to keep an eye on this guy.
Okay. Let's go find Olwen.
So you head back into the tavern. He's just cleaning up behind the bar. So how's he doing?
He's, according to our cleric, he's in a coma, or he's gone.
He's
Fine
there.
last night. What happened to him?
He's there, but he's not.
We don't know. We tried asking him questions. It wasn't him ignoring us. Nothing was reaching him. We even went so far as untying him, and he just kind of flopped.
Were you
Huh.
able to check on him last night?
Yeah,
while
I
we
did.
slept?
A
And he
couple
was-
of times.
Was
Just once again before I woke up, or just as I woke up. Went up
How
to
long
check on him.
Was he
seemed-
ever
was the check-in?
not?
Looked like he was asleep. I didn't bother him.
Mm. How long ago was the last time you checked on him?
Sunrise.
Huh.
So
So his eyes were closed most of the times you went to see him?
yeah,
And when we went to see him, Mike, his eyes were open?
yes.
Okay, that's weird.
How long has it been since sunrise?
If you include breakfast, 2 maybe 3 hours.
So it happened sometime in the last couple of hours.
Mm-hmm. Or has anybody come in the last couple hours since you've been awake?
Nope. Been a slow week actually.
Huh.
Just you got.
Think he could have been cursed or something?
Who'd want to curse a farm boy?
I don't. Why would a farm boy want to kidnap somebody? Things are happening that I don't quite understand. So
Nope. I have no
Okay.
idea. So he puts the rag down, starts walking outside, walks over to the shed. Oh, well, this won't do. Mother's not going to like this at all. Come on, you dolt. And he grabs him by the scruff and he kind of throws his arm around him and he stands him up. And he doesn't, Xander doesn't protest. There's no resistance at all. So he basically kind of stands up because he seems to be, I don't know, beckoned to or he's being moved. He's allowing himself to be moved.
It's like a puppet with no strings attached.
So Olwen kind of walks him in, and he sits him down at one of the seats, and then gets a bowl of some of the stew. So hold it, scoop out, puts it in his mouth, and he chews. But his eyes are still blank.
Huh.
How did you know he would eat that?
Well, I hadn't gave him breakfast yet, and you had him tied up until now.
That's fair.
And someone named 42 just donated to give the ranger advantage.
Hey.
On his next survival check. I kid.
That's harsh.
Right? No.
okay. So yeah, let's go check out the other stuff that I mean, you got. Alwood, you'll keep an eye on him, right?
Yeah. No, we're mother won't put up this. She'll take care of him.
Appreciate that.
I have a mind to go talk to his father, though.
Where is his father?
Good question.
Oh, excuse me. His mother. His father passed on a couple of years ago. Bless his soul.
Where can we find his mother?
Oh, down at the other side of the lake.
Oh,
And you will
down,
remember.
down by the abandoned building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the ones that came out and kind of gave you guys a hard time.
Okay.
He was one of them.
We'll add that to the list.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
We'll just make a big circle around the lake and just hit up all the spots along the way. At this point,
Essentially, yes.
Starting with
Starting with the tavern that the ambush took place in.
so you're going down and around.
Yeah.
Are you going to the farmhouse that's just north of this place?
We wanted to go. No, we're going to go. I think what we said is we were going to go back to the Slumbering Serpent just to see if anybody showed back up.
Yep.
And then if not there, we were going to go to the other inn where people had disappeared from.
Yes.
Golden Grain and the foaming mug. Yes.
Yeah. And we now know that Xander's mother lives in the house not far from the second of the two taverns we're going to be investigating. And then after that investigation, we were going to go to the temple and talk to the priest.
so on the map we're going south.
Yep.
And then east, and then east again, and then north. And then we'll probably
Okay.
come back west to this tavern because it's easier than going back around in a circle the
Yeah.
other way again.
Yeah, just keep the circle going, and then we'll end up pretty much where
Yeah.
we were before.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a circle around the little lake there.
Yep.
You're going
Counterclockwise.
south. Are
Yep.
you? But you're not stopping at the. There's a farmhouse just directly across the road from the Slumbering Serpent Inn here.
Yeah, we could probably
If
hit
you can
there first. It's
see the map.
closest.
Yeah, you're on the map.
I mean, did we have a reason to
Right.
suspect this farmhouse
Here.
of anything?
I mean, technically speaking, you can either suspect everybody of everything or no one.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's we have kind of targets. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of buildings to inspect in between the targets,
Enemies everywhere.
and
And it's unlikely it will take us all day to knock out our immediate targets. So,
I mean, I will be walking around, and I'm going to be on just general guard. I do have a passive perception of 14, so if anything that would be uncovered with a 14 that I would see, I assume I automatically see it. Is that how passive perception works?
For the most part, if there's something that would you would catch, I will let you know.
Okay. Then yeah, unless someone comes up with another reason to not go there first, I am going to head towards the Golden Grain is, if I remember correctly, is the name of it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go there first.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike's enemies everywhere crack reminded me of The Simpsons. It's like, I bring you love. He brings us love. Get him.
Bringing love.
The X-Files episode. It was such a good episode.
Excuse me.
So good.
All right. So you head south. You cross the bridge again. Excuse me. And you pass by on the left as you're walking is the Golden Grain and accompanying stables, where all the fun stuff was happening. To the other side, on the right-hand side, across the road from the Golden Grain, is a dairy farm. Seems there are cows. A clean, whitewashed wooden building. Several cows chew their cud just outside the barn.
Is there any sign of are the caravan wagons still here?
No.
Are there tracks from where the caravan went?
Yes. I mean, for the most part, there's lots of tracks on the road. You can give me a survival check if you like.
Hey,
Remember, you have advantage if you want it.
advantage.
You don't have to use this
Yeah, don't. I would
specifically for this role.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, 13.
There's a lot of tracks. I mean, you guys came in from the east, over this way. Come on, mouse. Stop. Down that way. There are less tracks going to the west. But they all seem, I mean, it's a dirt road, relatively fresh-ish.
And
Not
they're
quite
heading
sure.
west. They're
It
heading
could be,
east.
it could be east or west. You're not sure.
Well, this is just odd.
I'm gonna duck into the Golden Grain Inn. Is it like
Okay.
booming? Is business booming?
There's no one there. It's completely
No one's-
empty of occupants. Much the way you left it.
The
When we checked last night, the stuff was still like
all
the
the
caravan
everything
stuff
was still there. Yes.
Yes.
So someone took all the goods and all the wagons and all the horses.
To be fair, there were only 3 wagons, but still. Yes.
So 3 is it's not 0, and just drove off.
Okay, well, I'll come out and tell everybody it's still empty in there. There's nobody there. Maybe do we try to go west and see if the caravan left? Do we know? Gosh.
I kind of feel like this throws a whole wrench into what we were expecting from the day.
So we don't know necessarily where the caravan went, and we don't also know who was behind moving the caravan.
Right.
So the possibilities are A, the people we're looking for came back from wherever they were and took off without us, or B, whoever took them came back and took the caravan.
I don't know about you. I lean more towards the second because
Yeah.
I think if we continue on our plan, then we will, by finding out what happened to them last night, if we can find that out on our plan, finding the caravan will be, we'll go along with that.
Agreed.
Sound good?
And I'm going to look at the other 3 who weren't a part of the caravan and just say, do you guys mind sticking around with us for a bit and helping us find our people?
Do I get to hit things with a ball?
I'm
Very
certain you'll
likely.
find an opportunity to hit something.
Fair enough. I'm in.
Do I get more
Okay.
free meals? Because that's been really nice.
I if you're hungry, like I've got granola and stuff. I can help you out.
We just had breakfast.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't pay for
Yeah.
any of it.
Neither
Lovely.
did I. Yeah. So I mean,
We
we'll
can keep
going.
doing that. I'm gonna stick around as long as.
We
Okay.
can keep doing things, and things will keep happening.
So long as there's a free meal, Dr.
As long as
Yeah.
there's
and
food.
Sounds like a college student. Yeah, I'm in.
yeah, I thought it was
All right.
bards that had colleges, not wizards.
All right. Well, then I'll look at Marcos and say, shall we go to the foaming mug?
I believe it is that time, yes.
All right. We'll head off to the east of town.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't drink on the job.
You continue along the road.
For all of these buildings, like, let's keep an eye out for, like, if there's any movement or anything that we can possibly see. Like, if there's any just random villagers, like, see what's if there's anything going on.
As a hand of the building to your right, as you're walking down the road, looks to have a sign with a spinning wheel and a loom hanging outside the building.
Which one is that?
The one you just moved away from.
This one.
That one.
Like lawn decorations or like
Like a hanging sign.
but it's does it look like a business that is open, or does it look like somebody has decorations outside their house?
It looks like a business sign.
Was the sign outside last night when we arrived, or the prior day when we arrived to the village?
Make me an intelligence roll.
A 9 is probably not going to cut that.
I mean, you don't remember. It
Okay.
it could have been, but you were more focused on the fact that a couple of ruffians were trying to stop you from sleeping in a dilapidated farmhouse.
The nerve of them. Is I'm gonna walk up and try the door.
Open.
When I open the door, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, are you guys selling stuff in here?"
When you open the door, you see a sort of a wide open space. In a sense where it's actually a shop and not just a farmhouse that's sort of converted. There's a large loom. There you go.
That explains the sign.
And a spinning wheel. A woman sits at the spinning wheel, and an older man is basically threading the loom. There's a number of large wicker baskets throughout in various parts of the area. There's full of wool yarn. There's a larger box full of bolts of cloth. And as you walked in, a small bell chime above the door rang. Sort of alerted him. He looks up, dusts off his hand, sort of thing. The loom comes to a stop. What can I do for you?
Hi, I wasn't really sure what y'all were making in here and what kind of stuff you sell, so I wanted to stop in and check it out. Hi, my name is Zahana, and I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand.
And he takes your hand. He's a small man, but my name is Weaver, Galen Weaver.
That's a good name for somebody who works with spinning stuff and did you like kind of luck out into that, or
I
did you?
always been an interest. Maybe the gods smiled on me.
That's
What can I do for you?
so what do you guys make here?
Clothing?
Oh, do you like for like work clothing or like casual?
What are you looking to buy?
I don't know. Do you do armor? I got some. Probably
Cloth
could use
armor?
I could probably use some stitching in my some of my clothing. I got somebody attacked me last night, so I got some tears.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry it happened to me, but we're getting past it. I survived. I'm alive, so I got that going for me. Yeah, I tried. I didn't have. There wasn't really room at the inn, so there was the abandoned house down the way that I stayed in, and then some people.
Why would you stay in an abandoned house?
Because no one was using it. I mean, and there wasn't room at the inn, and I didn't know about the other inn.
Well,
We were with did you see the caravan that came in yesterday? We were with them, but there was a lot of them, and they didn't tell me about the other inn. I didn't see him this morning though. Did they? You didn't see him leave, did you?
Hon, did you see anyone this morning? No. She continues spinning on her spinning wheel.
I'm gonna stick
No,
my
I
head
don't.
in.
Well,
Everything
hello.
all right?
You're a big one. Don't get
This is
Not as
folks
mighty
like
as
you
she
around
is.
here.
this is Mr. Weaver. He makes untold story projects and apparently nice pants as well. Do you need new pants?
I do not.
Oh, might need some in case of a raid that might happen, just in case. What kind of pants can I get from you, Mr. Weaver?
Standard set
Uh,
of pants.
you got anything ready in my size? I could check out.
I mean, I can measure you up and see what I got. If not, I can always just throw something together.
Sure.
So he pulls out a measuring tape. Gets you to stand over in a corner on a little pedestal thing. He kind of gets some measurements. Yeah. Pull that out of the way for there it is. Thank you. And he pulls there's all the enzyme and everything else. I can probably throw something together to you for tomorrow, say.
Okay. How much?
I have no idea what the standard price of a pair of pants is.
Whatever he says, I'm gonna just give him half,
Blah.
and then I'll be like, I'll pay you the rest when I come back tomorrow to pick him up. Sound good?
That's excellent.
All right. Well, it's nice meeting you. You have yourself a great day.
This is the worst tailor ever. Like, I have no idea what a pair of pants cost.
Look, it's not a big village. They get a bit of they don't get a lot of traffic. So if it's 3 silver pieces, I'm gonna give him 1 now, and I'll give him 2 tomorrow when we come back.
That's great. Thank you.
So, yeah, my life is now apparently worth 2 silver to him. So someone's gonna have to pay him more to turn on me.
Ooh.
So, and then we'll leave and continue on towards or catch up if everybody else kept going towards the abandoned inn.
After Zahana leaves, I drop a silver and I tell them I will give you 2 more silver when I come back with Zahana if the pants are like bright purple.
Bright purple. I might have. I can do that. Let's see what we can do.
For me, actually, I'll take the purple pants. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so you want purple pants for you, or
Yes.
for the other fella?
For me.
Oh, So you want 2 sets of pants?
No. He's getting a pants.
Yes.
Just regular pants.
And I'm making a second set of pants for you.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I could probably do it.
But his are regular color.
Right.
Right. Mine are purple.
Is
Sure.
it really a D&D game if you don't have a shopping up segment that also includes sartorial mishaps?
I can just
What?
picture Malik like standing there, occasionally changing poses, like in a character selection screen, and like having different pants put on him. I'm with it. Let's do
Bright
it.
purple?
His
No,
face
bright
shape
orange.
changes. His eye color is switching. Yeah, totally.
And a random steampunk hat.
The color of the
That's
beard
everywhere.
changes. All of a sudden, he
Exactly.
has a mustache and a goatee.
I mean, I've got a beard anyway.
Exactly. All right.
Alright.
The next building, passing by on the road on the right. I've moved all my stuff. Has a sign that has what appears to be a ring with a large gem set in it, sort of very carved out of wood. But it seems to be basically a carving of a ring with a large, almost costume-sized, ring pop-sized gem that you'd find in a sort of knick-knack or novelty shop. Doors and windows of this building are open. It's a small building, but it looks quite sturdy. And a man walks out, waves at you as you guys are walking by.
Hello, sir. How was your day today?
Well, it's turning out to be a fine morning.
Is it? It's quite the opposite for me, but I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. As the sun is shining, the crops are great. Meliki is shining on this village.
Do you really think that, I don't know, I have to agree to disagree, sir, because I am a visitor to your village, so maybe things are very well for the people who live here full time. But as somebody passing through, I have to say I was quite disappointed to be attacked in my sleep, and now to find out that my party has disappeared without me, my caravan has disappeared without me. It is just coming up on a day, sir.
Well, that's shocking. In all my days and all my travels, I've never heard a story like that.
Insight check. Has he really
Okay.
never heard a story like that?
Give me a roll.
Come on.
You got this.
9.
He seems quite sincere.
Well, I mean, it's just the strangest thing. Did you see our caravan come through yesterday? It was quite a large caravan. We filled up that whole inn right there behind us.
Oh, the Golden Grain. Oh. No, I didn't. Well,
And-
yeah. I saw you guys came into town around sundown.
And-
Sure.
Exactly, around sundown. And I paid for a private room in that establishment that I thought would be fine and perfectly safe for a young woman traveling by herself. And then I was attacked as I lay sleeping. And as I've just gone to check to register my complaint with the owner, the place is abandoned. There's nobody even there.
Abandoned, you say?
Completely.
Huh.
And the caravan is gone without us.
Well, that's unfortunate. I never liked that place, though.
Oh,
He always gave
why?
me a weird vibe. He always gave me a weird vibe. I don't know. I never really liked him. He never got on.
Like just
Can you explain?
yeah, just a standard people don't have to like each other or like creepy vibe?
No, I just never it just never rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. It just we never really got along. I didn't really
I
like it.
see. Well, thankfully, Olwyn and his wife,
Oh, you know,
Belva, yeah, came to my rescue last night and gave me a place to stay for the evening and made sure that I was safe. They're wonderful people.
salt of the earth. They're great people.
They've really redeemed my whole view of this town.
Well, that's good.
Unfortunately, I don't know if you know Xander from kind of the house, and I'll like point across the bridge over there. Xander was one of the fellows that attacked us. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
Right, just finding him. Huh. No.
I mean, I heard his dad passed away about a year ago. That could send any youth into making poor decisions, but my, one would never think that they would just attack a poor defenseless cleric traveling by herself.
Strange times.
Indeed. Well, anyway, thank you. If you do see our caravan, please let them know that we're looking for them.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I was hoping to do a little bit of business.
I can certainly, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, my name is Haskali.
Pascali.
Haskali.
And what is the name of your fine establishment?
Haskali's?
Of
Never
course,
really
I
thought
it's
to
just
give
been
it a name. I
Fair enough.
just I make jewelry.
Of course, it's been such a day. That makes perfect sense. Do you sell a lot of jewelry in this town?
Not a lot, but I travel. I travel a fair bit, and east and west, all the way down to Bissell and Geoff. I like this town though. It's very pastoral. It's a nice place to sort of put your feet up, relax. The neighbors, for the most part, are friendly.
Well,
It's quiet.
I mean,
I like it. It's a nice sort of travel in between the cities.
I can understand that. Everybody needs a stopping point. That makes sense. You know, you said that you wanted to do a bit of business with the caravan. It just so happens that I happen to have some of the jewelry that they were thinking about trading. I'm going to wave Zahana over and I'm going to say, can I have that box of jewelry that we were going to try to sell? And I want to just pick like maybe one or two of the nicest pieces and see if he shows any sign of recognition of them.
So I don't pull out a box because I had some in my pocket. And so I just kind of reached into my pocket and just had to open my hand with the jewelry that I had in my pocket.
We will talk about this later, but for right now, sir, what do you think about buying any of these?
Well, and he pulls out the eyeglass and he fits it into his eye and he starts examining it. Not bad, not bad. Oh, there's a little flaw there, but that could be fixed. A little filigree, I could probably match. No, I could probably take some of these off your hands.
Do you, I forget the fella, I always try to keep contacts, and I forget the fella who made these. Do you have any way of identifying, is there like a maker's mark on these? Can you tell me the name of the fella who created these?
I don't see any marks. If I see any, though, I'll let you know. Do you have any more?
I do have some more, but We did have some business. How about if I'm just going to take them back. How about if I just hold on to these and I will bring these back after I found the caravan, because even if I sold these to you, I don't have any place secure to store the money. So how about if I bring these back to you in a bit and we can make a deal?
We left the other ones with the rest of our stuff.
Which
So we can bring you more to look at to examine. Just we don't have it on him. That's why it was just in my pocket.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to take it. I am not giving it back to Zahana because him and I are going to have words later about this, but I will stick it in my pouch.
That's not even fair.
well,
Chain of evidence, people. Nobody has watched any crime documentaries. Come on now.
What's a crime documentary? Zanelle, did you want some of the jewelry? Can I hand a couple pieces over to Zanelle?
Pockets them.
Yoink.
As you can say, the trail's gone cold. Not so. All right.
Somebody give him a disadvantage.
Now.
Please, somebody donate to Jaspers and give him disadvantage.
Okay,
him
but
all
his
disadvantage.
shirt is the same color as the guy in CSI Miami, so he's got it.
I was with it. I loved it.
It was good.
All right.
It was good.
Now, where are we?
off the planet I want off.
Here. Continuing along your merry way.
I don't know if it's Mary anymore. It's been killed by that dad joke.
A little ways away, across the street, a little stretch of track leads to a livery stable.
Okay.
The fence is a little beat up. The house itself
Stable.
is a little run down. Former traces of a former paint job. Bare wood in places. A lot of horse manure all over the place.
Any sign of horses?
Oh yeah, lots of horses.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's keep moving.
And
Yeah, I agree.
the house
Don't
then, or
necessarily.
the building directly to your right
Mhm.
is a store.
What
kind?
It seems to look like it's a sort of a general store, general makeup, well-kept establishment. Looks like there's a number of farm implements, cooking utensils. There's a well-painted sign depicting a pot, a plow, a sack, and a lantern.
Pot, a plow.
Sack. A lantern.
Does anybody need any gear or anything, or should we hit this up later?
Let's hit this up later.
Yeah, I think
we should. Let's rush over.
Yeah.
Dr. Rosenthal, what do you think?
I have nothing to purchase here.
Well, that does make everything simple.
Yeah, we'll just kind of hightail it over towards the bridge.
All right, you're gonna ignore the rest?
Yeah.
Keep walking. A number of different farmhouses. Another one looks like a tailor shop.
And this was the
Another farmhouse. And then there's a blacksmith just across the bridge to the right. This one.
Okay.
And this right next to the blacksmith is what appears to be formerly an inn. The doors and windows of this large building are boarded up. Sign lies face down in the weeds before the porch, which may be reached by climbing 3 broken steps. The roof, several gaping holes. The general appearance of the place suggests that it's been long abandoned.
Isn't this the abandoned?
The sign
building that I
says
slept
Foaming
in?
Mug Inn.
A lot of beat up old inns.
This
Um,
appears to be the same location as the. So which one is it? The
The house you slept in was here.
This one. This is
Oh.
the house you slept in.
Yeah.
This is the farmhouse where the 3 youths were.
I'm just gonna take a walk around the building, see if there's any unboarded ways in.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation, straight intelligence. Derp. 18.
That's a pretty good straight roll.
I'm very pleased with myself.
Sorry, you got 13?
18.
18. Even better.
Yeah.
There is, in fact, where is it? There is a panel that seemed a little out of place in the rear wall.
Hey guys, over here.
Basically up around at the back.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of scuff my boot through the dirt about like a foot back from it to like mark it so I can find it again, and I'm gonna poke my head around the corner and, hey guys, back here, I think I might have found something.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over, check it out.
Did we look at the front door? The front door is boarded up.
Front door is boarded up.
Yeah, I'll follow.
And once people have gathered up, I'm gonna raise my fist and just dunk, dunk, dunk on the loose panel. Right here. This just doesn't feel right.
And something kind of shifts when you bang on the panel. It's almost as if the board itself was sitting halfway into the wall as almost a cantilever. So you knock on the loose panel, and it almost like it pops. Kind of like those plastic clamshells with when you have with salad sort of thing. It just sort of pops the whole thing open, and there's actually, it looks like an access or a way in to the building.
Huh. Okay. Who wants to go first? Or should I?
I can see, and I'll head right in. Cleric goes first. Ride or die, baby.
Yeah, right behind her. Easily, and just like, nope, oh god.
I'll follow.
I will follow the mighty one.
Rosenthrall is gonna pop up his dancing lights and just like put them in a straight line just above our heads, so it kind of casts forward.
All right. So you've got dancing light torch lights,
Yep.
and illuminated by the dancing lights. Place looks like it's been trashed.
Recently?
No.
Hmm.
There's broken furniture all over the place. Definitely signs of a fight.
But not a
is
recent
there-
fight.
Yeah, not a recent fight. Like there's dust on top of stuff.
Yeah,
and
there's dust. There's a lot of misuse.
pretty much as soon as I come in and see that, I'm gonna be like, I don't think this is where they were, guys.
Like
We're
a
looking-
fist fight, right?
No, but we were never coming here with the thought that this would be where they were. We were coming here with the hopes that we might discover some clue to the larger picture. Let's see if it has a basement. And I'm gonna start going through all the rooms and looking for. I'm looking for what we found for, like, this trapdoor situation we found before. So something that might take us underground.
Okay.
As he's doing that, I'm just gonna go to Zanel and say, hey, I am curious about who is curious about us being in here. Can you maybe get to the roof and just watch and see if anybody's watching us?
Absolutely, as long as I can have one of these lights to get up there. And I'll try to find some place to start climbing.
Are you're on the inside, or you're going outside?
There's a big hole in it. Is there?
That's
Yeah, I'm going
fair.
outside. We're going outside. Let's not risk it. I feel like
And so whatever direction, like if Zanel's gonna come to the inside, I'm gonna kind of go around the corner from her and just kind of sit on the ground sobbing, overly sobbing, like being like, this town is awful and I got kidnapped, and like trying to draw attention to myself, partially to give her a little bit of extra stealth, but also just to start seeing who will be paying attention to us.
So do you want someone to watch the other side, the side that you're not looking at? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Except I'll go up through the building. That way they won't see me coming up.
Love it.
I'm gonna come sit on like the crossroads here at the corner of the building.
Hey, what do I need to roll to get up here?
Give me an athletics check.
Not acrobatics.
You're not gonna like parkour up there, Zanel?
Yeah, absolutely I am. I'll do whatever I need to hit an acrobatics check instead.
Since I'm going through the stairs, are the stairs broken, and I also need a check, or?
Nope. The stairs are fine, just misuse, lots of little creaks. The upstairs, you join Marcos up there. Marcos, give me an investigation check, and Zanel a athletics check.
12.
Mike.
Oh, that's not good. I rolled a 5.
If
She
anybody
doesn't
wants
get
to donate
advantage
to,
for me. For
If anybody-
me
I mean, I could
drawing
have
attention.
strong
But try-
10 if we get acrobatics.
Well, you're not helping her climb.
Yeah.
You're-
No.
Shut up, Marcos. You're on our team.
You're not there.
So, if anybody wanted to donate, now would be a good time to give the
don't know
monk
what I
advantage.
It's one fall. We can do this again. Let's
Save-
You
not
don't understand my process.
No, half the building collapses and lands on the monk.
Well, we didn't have to worry about getting out now.
That's true.
You climb a little ways, and I will allow the acrobatics that you have to not have you have any damage because you didn't fall that far.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you that. But you didn't make it to the top of the building by any stretch.
We'll try it again. We'll try to get like a good running start this time.
If anybody wants to help you while you're doing this outside, then that would be an advantage.
Alex.
Hey, Mike, while somebody's trying to help Zanel, your camera went all fuzzy, buddy.
Oh,
That's a little better.
It's like coming in and out. There you go.
weird.
Mel, you want to help me
Stop
get
it.
up building?
Can I toss Zanel up there?
I mean, I will give that as the advantage. Yes.
Roll to throw the monk.
Okay. I
Like
rolled a
Cirque du
19.
Soleil.
That's much better.
You.
So you give this sort of foot purchase alley oop. He gives you a little bit too much oop, or
Ooh.
too much alley. So you're like, oh crap! But your nimbleness saves the day. You manage to touch lightly with your feet and land cat-like on the top of the roof.
I look over and I just give like a thumbs up. Great throw, man. Great throw. And
There's a lot of holes.
I will try to work around the hole so I don't go in. I like kind of like test it before I step, just in case. And if it seems weak, I'll go a different way, and I'll go watch.
There. You see very little activity. If you do a quick little 360, the river is running under the bridge. You can hear the sounds of the blacksmith. You can hear the sounds of other farming animals. But generally, not a lot of activity. No one seems to be watching you.
All right. And I'll just keep a watch out and see if there's anything even small that catches my attention. I'll turn my focus to it.
I will watch the other side.
And Izamina, if you want to make a perception check as well.
$14.
Okay. Same thing. You hear the river, you hear the blacksmith, you hear general farming life happening, but not, you don't notice anyone keenly aware of your presence. Marcos, you find nothing of interest on the first floor. It is quite similar to. I mean, it's lots of dust, lots of disarray. It hasn't been used in quite some time. What was your investigation roll?
12.
What you do notice is that there are bloodstains all over the main floor.
Fresh or like
These are all old bloodstains.
old?
But-
Okay.
But a lot of, I mean, quite a number of them.
Huh.
I mean, not enough that, I mean, give me a wisdom check.
Oh boy.
What?
Just-
Paladins don't have wisdom? What?
What do I look like? A wizard? That's an 8.
Excellent. There's a lot of blood.
Huh. A fist. That's
Oh, a lot more than a fist.
That's a well. That's a lot. Yeah, Marcos gets as far as like that's a lot of blood for a fist fight.
Yes. I
Huh.
will give you that common sense. There's a lot of blood here, a lot more than what it would be sprayed around with a fist fight.
I didn't do it.
So it was definitely a serious.
And as you're on the main floor, you do notice the door to the cellar, as you were looking for, the basement.
Okay.
And the door to the cellar, you notice it mainly because it's kind of hanging off its one hinge.
Huh. I'm gonna go up to it and using my gonna kind of push it open with the elbow of my spear arm so that I can keep my shield kind of angled towards the stairs down at the basement. And I'm just gonna trust the dark sight and lean and kind of take a quick gander around.
You don't see anything, but you smell something. And
Does
it
it-
smells musty and rotten.
It smells like the last.
Very swampy.
That's
So much like the last one, but not. There's an additional piquant to it that smells very
something
Wet
like
and
something
swampy.
rotting.
like a bog.
That's just strange. Hey, can someone come check this out with me?
Rosenthal will follow him into the basement, but he's pulling his dancing lights with him. above
Okay.
his head.
Okay, with the wizard behind, advancing down, shield at the ready, spear at the ready, and as paranoid as possible, because whatever that smell is, I'm not sure I like it.
Okay.
Dear God.
Make me a perception check, both you and Rosenthal.
Oh boy.
11.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I do not
Am I-
want to be ambushed.
The DM is
Okay.
about to roll something. Is the DM rolling with disadvantage?
If you're attacking them, sure.
Okay, so it's attacks.
I mean, this is still technically your
All-
first roll.
All
All
attacks for the
roll.
rest of the campaign. I'm pretty sure that's what somebody paid for.
I think I saw that.
Is that what that $1,000 donation was for?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what that was.
Confirm.
All right. You down into a basement. It's very earthy. Sort of there's supporting beams, but not complete walls. It's not a finished basement, and it definitely smells quite earthy. Several crates look very familiar. Some of them look like they've been sort of eaten into by rats. There's a couple of kegs of likely some kind of alcohol or some kind of liquid. And you doing a quick scan of the room because you've got your shield up and you're kind of like on the ready. And your eyes pass it, but then something, hey, wait a minute, that wasn't right. And you kind of move back to it. And against the wall, sort of crouched behind one of the crates, is a large, well, humanoid, but human-sized, but muscular. I'm going to assume maybe a reptile of some kind, a reptilian humanoid, but it's blended against. It's sort of, it has this odd mottled hide, and it's blended against the wall. With your keen, tiefling eyes spotted it.
I'm going to very squarely orient myself towards it. Like shield wall position, shield out, spear, shifting to kind of lean on the top of the shield. Why don't you get out where I can see you?
So if I'm rolling an attack, now is when I take disadvantage?
Yes.
Just checking.
Fuck.
If you need
So-
help, just scream.
With
Oh, trust me.
disadvantage,
You're gonna know if I decide I need help.
does an 18 hit?
Nope.
Really?
I have a armor class of 19.
Excellent. So as you've got your focus on this guy, another clawed hand reaches up and grabs at your boot. But because your boot is armored, it kind of scrapes across the metal, causing no damage. And a wafting that swampy smell is now really cloying. It sticks in your nostrils, and it's vomit inducing. It's horrifyingly bad. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Both of us or just Marcos?
That's Margaret.
Alright.
You're behind him, but you're behind him far enough.
That's a 10.
That's bad.
You'll eventually
what?
smell it. Don't be in a rush.
Yeah, eventually I'll
The
be here.
DM just
Mark-
legit was like, "That's bad. That's oh boy."
And Marcos suddenly gets the Final Fantasy effect of being green and all these little bubbles popping around his head. Marcos is now poisoned. This is retchingly, you just feel like that breakfast, maybe it wasn't agreeing with you, something wrong with this, but this smell is just something awful, and you're feeling like you're going to hurl.
Okay.
And it just, you are not well at all right now.
Okay.
So, Rosenthal, you see the clod come up, scrape across his boot, and then he's just, Marcos just seems to start reeling as if he's like trying to hold back, kind of clenched teeth to something.
Rosenthal is going to take a few steps backward towards the steps they just came down, and he's going to shout up, I think we need some help down here. And then he's going to ready a spell.
I'm gonna go in Maul first.
Excellent.
Does the
This
sound
point-
travel up to the roof?
Absolutely. You hear a muffled call from Rosenthal. We're going to need some help down here.
Cast Fireball.
Do not cast Fireball.
Into the
Actually,
basement.
no. I have resistance. Cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Rosenthal really likes books, and so he will never take a fire spell because he will never burn his books. He's like one of those. So no
So
fireball.
I think at this point, though, is a good place to take a quick break. We can launch into a combat when we get back.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy.
I never know how to actually
Epic.
sign off of these things. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go get some water. Hydrate. Don't
And
dehydrate.
donate if you can. We'll be back in a few.
And donate.
Somebody just
Or
donated.
TPK.
We're gonna roll a d6 when we get back to figure out
And welcome back. Last we left off, Izamina was trying to create a scene outside to draw attention, see if any other villagers were watching them.
But
So Hannah-
first, we have to roll a d6 because somebody donated.
Oh,
Yes.
yay.
Yep.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Who's rolling? Me
Is
rolling?
it highest or lowest? Are we playing golf rules? What's going on?
No, it's
So-
for
so-
whoever gets advantage for us. I'm assuming. it
So
would be-
if we go like across the layout, it goes Steve is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, we are not all rolling d6.
No.
Mike is rolling a d6. Oh, okay.
And whatever it comes up with, that person gets advantage.
Okay. Ooh.
No,
It's a 1.
Oh,
backwards.
No, it's Dr.
It's a 2.
Rosenthal.
Dr. Rosenthal.
A 2.
Nah.
Will he cast an offensive spell?
Please.
No, he will not.
Please do.
All right. Am I still at disadvantage? Do I have any more of those?
No, you just use the 1.
I mean,
That's
you
it.
could
Oh.
be. I
mean,
mean,
if you
give me,
want
give
If
me
You
a
are
someone-
second.
welcome to.
Give me a
Keep
second. We can make
donating.
that happen.
Keep
Hold on.
donating, guys.
Yeah,
Oh, Steve. By the way, there's 2 different donations that reward as a DM to roll with disadvantage.
that's
The
fine.
25. Yeah. So there's a $25 and a $40 option. Does the $40 option give multiple disadvantages?
Yes.
I'll take
Okay.
2. Somebody donates $40. I will take 2 rolls at disadvantage.
Un momento, por favor.
Love it.
Let me
Quick,
just
I gotta roll this.
enter my credit card information in here, and
I gotta knock Marcos down before I have to roll with disadvantage.
No.
All right, so everybody roll initiative.
I am literally
Do I-
here to be the tank, which is why
Do
I am hard
do I
to
roll
hit.
that at disadvantage?
I would.
Oh
say
wait,
that
shit.
at
Because
disadvantage.
I'm poisoned, do I roll at disadvantage for?
Let me
Initiative.
look that up. I have
Uh,
forgotten what poisoned as a condition is.
it's
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah.
And initiative is an ability check.
Okay.
Because
2d20.
bards get a bonus with their jack of all trades.
Let's see.
Mm,
I go on a 2.
At
Excellent.
least I'm not the lowest. Okay.
yeah, I guess I'll just use D&D Beyond on here because I can't find where it is on the.
17.
That is a big shiny 11.
Ooh, we
I
are
got a
all low.
20,
No.
so I wasted that. But I have advantage, so
I got a
Nat
7.
20.
Doesn't roll as 20.
Roll advantage for that fireball.
Was it a nat 20?
Yeah. Yep.
Nat 20.
So Hannah has 17. Marcos has a
2.
2.
I mean, I
Izamina?
ro-
6.
You're going in the dice jail.
Alec?
11. And I didn't actually realize this till I was rewatching the last episode. So everybody at home can actually hear my dice rolling on D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Awesome.
And,
It's got a nice metallic little ting to it.
I got a 7.
Nell? Nell got a 7 as well? Or around 7?
you can mute your browser if you don't want them to hear it. But if
Yeah, I
you
know,
do
but
want them
it's-
to hear it,
It's a dice roll, though.
yeah, that's true.
The dice that I use are the Archmage's dice. And so, like, it gives you the rolling sound. And then it gives you, like, a magic effect sound as they, like, suck themselves into oblivion. Very cool.
So fancy with it.
What's the link for that? No.
It is, well, if we can plug D&D Beyond, who supports teachers and high school clubs, thank you, D&D Beyond. When you become a
Cough, sponsorship,
DM
cough.
tier when you become a DM tier, you get to choose all the dice that they have, and so I
Nice.
think there's like 20 different sets.
I just got
End up doing that.
I just got a new one that's like a metal dice grouping.
There's some good ones.
Mm.
I use the Archmage's Favor.
Where do I switch my dice again?
Go
Oh.
up to the top, and it's like in my collections, and then campaigns, characters, and dice.
I'll have to
Oh,
get some
mine
metal
is-
dice so that in a wooden rolling tray so it shows up on the when I roll.
Yeah, I've got the blacksmith's dice pack.
I do. I got
Nice.
them as a gift.
I also have metal dice, but I don't have a dice tray, so I'm terrified to roll it because I don't want to lose it.
And put a
Uh,
dent in your table or something.
Yeah. You definitely want a dice tray if you're
Just
gonna
get
be
a
rolling
just get a
metal dice.
magnet so you can just pick up the dropped.
Yeah, but they should attract aluminum, right?
All,
Well, sure.
all my metal dice are D10s, and I don't have any rolls that are D10s for this character.
That sounds like some vampire dice.
And well,
All
and
right.
other things.
Rosenthrow, let's start us off.
Oh my goodness.
Fireball.
Ah, ha, ha.
Second level
Uh,
fireball.
Picked up a
Um,
scroll for fireball. It's like, what does this do? Bam.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, let's cast Magic Missile. Let's just let's start off great. Will it
Mike,
Will
you
it
have
do
two
it?
disadvantages now.
I do.
Yeah,
Nice.
$40 magically appeared.
Magically. Could have been anybody. And if he wants
Okay,
to keep donating money to keep knocking me down, that's okay.
did we agree that we would roll for each of the darts, or is it just once?
I think it's each of the darts. Yeah. I guess
Okay.
it
okay.
doesn't
so
make
I'll
sense to
just-
roll only one d4 for all of
Okay.
them.
I got that was amazing.
15.
Yeah, I got 15 total.
Nice.
Yeah, I got max on all on all three of them.
What form do your missiles take?
Ooh.
What do they look like? You can always
Um,
come back to that later. We can fill that in.
Bullets.
Ooh.
yeah,
Can they like form like lightning, but in the shape of like a quill?
Ooh.
Can they do
Yeah.
that?
No.
And
I'm a firm believer in basically individualizing the magic missiles.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
As you're backing up, you summon the magics. You cast the incantation, and Marcos, from behind you, Rosenthal starts muttering some arcane words, and then sort of from all around you, like over either shoulder, and then one sort of through your armpit, basically these magical, ethereal. You want to pick a color?
Like white, like the color of the dancing lights, like bright and.
A very clear and very bright white quill, but oddly shaped in the sense of almost barbed or some kind of like a small lightning bolt come launching from all around you, and all of them strike this thing in the chest. I'm assuming the one you can see.
Yeah.
Say what again?
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And it's almost like they explode in its against it, and it knocks it back, reeling, and it collapses behind the barrel or the crate that it was hiding behind.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
So far, so good.
And Zahara.
I'm coming down the stairs. I would imagine I would have had my bow ready and drawn if I was on the roof scouting.
Sure.
So I don't know if I have enough movement to make it to where the action is happening at this time.
Yeah, I'd say so. You can get close enough that you can be in bow range, but there's nothing really to shoot.
What's going
You're
on?
looking
Hey,
basically at a stairwell down, and you see Rosenthal basically have just cast something down into the stairs, and you can see the back of Marcus halfway down.
I guess if I'll just, stay at the top of the stairs ready in case I see something attacking. Either of them, I will react by shooting it.
Excellent. Alex, perfect timing.
So, how would everybody feel about me casting Maul in this small area?
100% support
Well,
it.
what you see is very similar to what Zahana sees, is that you see Rosenthal, who was at the top of the stairs, casting something down, and you can see Marcus, the back of Marcus, halfway down the stairs.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically Hannah has the bow ready, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna basically kind of ready my action as well, follow Zahana down the stairs and just have them all at the ready. If anything,
No one's going; they're kind of blocking the stairs. But yeah.
Well, yeah, if anything
comes up, you're gonna
attacks
smoke it.
anything that is nearby, then it'll go.
Basically,
away.
if anything gets past me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
We'll just form a line.
You said I have 2 disadvantage rolls?
Yes.
What a surprise. It has 2 claws. A 17 does not hit.
No.
As it is a 6. So, the thing under the stairs kind of scrabbling at you, but it can't seem to get a purchase because you're kind of dancing away from it. But you're still not feeling great. And you hear a hiss from further on into the basement.
Into the dungeon.
The dungeon.
I caught that.
Zanel.
I will use all my movement to try to get to the basement.
You can hustle across the roof again, and you can sort of drop down through the hole that Zahana took. And you can see Zahana's got his bow ready, aiming down at the basement doorway. Malik has his maul ready, sort of ready to kind of smoke something if it comes out. Rosenthal having just cast something, and you can see further on in, halfway down the stairs, Marcus.
I will just get my short sword ready. If anything comes, I'll swing on it. So I'll hold my action. Oh no, I use my whole action. So I just get my short sword ready.
Izamina? Oh, woe is me. This town sucks.
You guys don't even
Hashtag Yelp.
understand.
1 star rating on Yelp.
1 star.
For the entire town.
Yeah, Izamina's the largest Karen ever right now. Do I
want to talk to your
hear?
manager.
Did I hear this going on? Did I hear the call for help from where I was?
Your passive perception is
15.
I'd say yes. Yeah, you're you're kind of taking a breath, and it's like you hear Rosenthal call something out, and then you see Zanel move across the roof, and Zahana sort of tucks down through, you presume, the hole he climbed through. Everybody's rallying to the inside.
Is there, from where I'm standing at the edge, at the far corner of the building, is there a single, like, I guess if there's windows, they're shuttered, or are they glass and they've got like board over them? I'm
Well, they're
looking for
boarded
a
up.
quicker way in than running around the back. Like if I use a burst of like thaumaturgy at like a glass window, can I burst it down?
You could break the glass, maybe, but they're still boarded up.
Mike, I lost you. Can you guys hear him?
I heard him.
Yep,
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
so it's just me. That's so great.
Can you hear me?
Um,
No.
He said the
She's frozen.
No, no, she's frozen.
I think we're gonna lose her.
And there she goes.
we'll miss you.
And then there were 5.
I'm gonna go to the starting or the be right back screen.
Be right back, folks. Hey, back.
And we're back.
Okay. So
Cool.
if I use like an extended burst of thaumaturgy, will it break me through the nearby window?
The glass, yes. The boards, no.
Okay. Then I will start running, but I'm only going to make it to the. I guess I'll use my full action and movement to
I mean,
get
you could try to
around.
break open the door.
No, I have like a negative strength. No, I'll just run. I don't want to hurt
I mean, it's
myself
still
and then
possible.
have to heal myself.
I mean, kind of DM would I be to cause you damage if you put the door badly?
Yeah, I don't want to give myself any chance to roll a 1 here. I will use my full action and movement to get
right.
in, and then with
You see the scene as described.
so I see one of the creatures.
No. You see Rosenthal at the top of the stairs. You see Marcus's back. You see Zanel with her short sword. Zahana with his bow, and Malik with his maul, all at the ready, looking intently at the basement door.
Okay, I will. Can I get close enough to touch Malik?
Yep.
I will cast guidance as a bonus action.
Yeah.
One.
What does guidance do again?
It gives you a D4.
Oh, okay.
A D4 2.
I think
Attack
ability.
and saving throws, I think.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's only ability.
Ability checks.
Ability check.
Oh.
Guidance
okay,
is
well then-
not
You're
good.
thinking blessed.
Oh.
I am thinking blessed, but that's a first level spell, so I can't use it. Nope. Then I'm gonna stand there and be like, "What is happening here?"
Yes.
It's just gonna be one of those like telephone games where it's like I'll tap the person in
Marcos.
front of me, like, what is happening?
Okay, so the first thing I want to do I want to get rid of this sick, nasty feeling I have.
Okay.
So from what I understand, lay on hands, I can burn half of my pool to cure a disease or neutralize a poison.
I think only 5 points, but yes.
Well, I have 10 points, so
Yeah.
that's
So
half my
technically, you
pool.
have half of your pool, yes.
So I am going to do that.
Hands. That is, in fact, an action.
Yes. And then for my bonus action, I am going to hit my spear with Thunderous Smite. So I'm gonna mark down a spell slot.
Thunder, 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 thunderous smite.
Yep, and
Okay.
that's my turn.
Cool. Back up to the top. Frozen throw.
We're gonna do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Do it again.
Can I see the other one now?
Yeah, you saw it reaching up, so you
Yeah, you can
have
see
a
the
advantage on it.
hands reaching up, like clawing at my feet.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cast Magic Missile again.
Did I miss a
Okay,
crap
okay.
load of 4s again? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that is...
12 damage.
Nice.
Yep. And same
more
deal.
quills.
It's like the quills. Yeah, same.
More quills come launching out from Rosenthal, and now everyone sees you casting this. So everyone sees Rosenthal basically firing these white energy quill-looking jagged things of force around Marcus into the basement. They strike through, and you hear a somewhat of a muffled gurgling gasp from underneath Marcus in the basement.
They shock Marcos so much it gives Marcos the hiccups.
Alec,
I'm not really in range of anything though. I'd have
Just
to
jump over my head.
Yeah,
Just
I'd have to
do-
go through everybody to get to like anything that.
I mean, you could
sorry.
theoretically move.
Oh.
I believe I'm next. Though.
Yeah, I think somebody else was. In
Oh,
front of
my
me.
bad.
Yeah.
Yes, my mistake. Sahana.
Did we lose Zach?
I think we may have.
No.
We're just having the.
You
It's
say
a new
that-
moon tonight, guys. It's a Ragabash moon.
Oh wait, there was. I saw like the white line underneath him.
Ah.
He's sort of moving. He's alive. Alive.
Terms and conditions may apply.
I thought I was mad.
Oh, there he goes. All right. BRB, everybody.
Once again, sorry.
once again, we're back.
All right, so Hannah.
So I'm gonna slip past Dr. Rosenthal, take a couple steps down, the steps to be like in between Marcus and Dr. Rosenthal, and take a shot at whatever I can take a shot at if there's a being to shoot.
There is. It's a small-ish basement, but you kind of scooch past Rosenthal. You're going to scooch past Marcus as well, so you can get basically to the bottom of the stairs. You can turn about, and you see one that has some very savage-looking marks in its chest, as if it's been hit by some kind of force. And there's another one in the basement, in the corner, sort of crouching and hissing.
Well,
But as you sneak past, you're suddenly confronted by a wave of that fetid swamp smell that's it sticks in your nostrils worse than the smell of vomit, as it were. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
all right. Now this is. Can I see the thing before passing Marcos? Because if I can, I'm not passing Marcos.
No.
Okay.
He's kind of blocking the stairs in just a way that it sort of you wouldn't be able to really
Okay.
catch it, and it's dark.
That is a
Ish.
nat 20 on the Constitution.
Nice.
Works. That works.
So
Yeah.
that ends up being a 21.
So
Okay. And then I can take a shot at one of the things.
absolutely. Yep.
Okay. That is an 11.
11 misses. Just double check. Yes, 11 misses. Actually, no. That is its armor class. That hits.
Okay.
And you're aiming at the one that has been damaged, or the one on the corner?
The one that has been, I'm assuming the one that has been damaged is closer, right?
Yes.
But it's far enough away that I can still shoot with my bow.
Yeah, it's more than 5 feet.
Yep. And then that's the one I'm gonna hit.
Is it
And-
lying down?
That
Okay.
is 7 damage.
And so Zahana clambers down the stairs, sort of sneaks past Rosenthal, sneaks past Marcos, gets into the corner of the stairs, just where the basement where the stairs just come down, kind of brings the bow to bear. There's one in the corner. There's one underneath the stairs that seems to be reaching up to trying to grab Marcos again. And you're like, nuh-uh. And you shoot it right through the head. And it's like, "Wah!" and falls over dead.
Yeah, I finally
Now
killed
Malik.
something.
Now, Malik.
No, Malik.
I'm gonna kind of do something similar to what Zahana did, and I'm gonna kind of, snake my way past everybody. Sneaky.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
You-
Coming through.
Tromp your way down the stairs.
And I'm
The last
gonna-
one is within range.
It's within range.
You can hit it with your maul.
I'm gonna cast Maul.
Right to go.
But first, a word from our sponsor. Oh, 17.
17's a hit.
Listen to these awesome dice. Not my greatest. That is a 7 damage.
7.
I'm not raging yet, that's why.
That must be it. Yeah. You smack it solidly with the maul. Is a no. Actually, excuse me, it's hits. Also, Malik, when you're down in the basement, you're suddenly confronted with that same fetid smell. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I got it. You got a +4 on that bad boy, though. That's a 9.
That's enough. The DC is actually not all that high. Marcos,
Wait, a 9 is enough?
9. Oh, a 9 with the bonus, or a 9 just a straight?
It was a 9 with a bonus. So it was 9 total.
Never mind. That's fair. Yes, you are overwhelmed with this smell. It doesn't smell like the furnaces of home at all. This doesn't smell like a fresh forest in any way. This is nauseatingly, violently gross.
Yeah, I make a face and then I look over at Marcos like, ugh. You were down here first, really. So I'm assuming.
I said it was stinky.
Smelt it, dealt it. What? Yeah. So you are now poisoned.
Ooh.
See, nothing I eat makes me that bad. So don't look at me.
All right, so I don't think I know that it stinks, so I'm just gonna head straight down. Yeah. And then
That's fair.
one hit with the short sword and the other with the unarmed.
Sure. First of all, Constitution saving throw.
It's all good. Oh,
Is it no?
no, it's a 4. It was.
You're like, no, this is awesome. Everybody, Malik got down there, so you kind of clamber down the stairs, and at this point, Rosenthal and Marcos are like, yeah, okay, sure, just I'll stand out of the way. You guys just go ahead. And you get down the stairs, and you're suddenly hit with this wave of sort of thing. It's the worst outhouse you've ever smelled, but it's wet, and it's swampy, and it's just nasty as all F down here.
Yeah, the red dragonborn has turned green at the
Yeah.
The little bubbles.
Keep
from
in
the Final
mind
Fantasy.
your attacks are at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Attacks are at disadvantage.
The fun. Okay.
You can counter that with an advantage roll if somebody donates.
To make
That's
it
saying-
just a straight roll.
Exactly.
That's a 7 on the short sword.
That's not a hit.
Okay. Hurts my feelings a little, but that's fine.
Trying some dope monk shit.
Oh! I had a natural 20.
Out of
But it's-
17.
Yeah, but it's a 22. It's a 22.
It's fine. It's fine.
The 22 still hits, but does not crit.
7 damage.
All right.
And I tried to like move out the way a little while I'm holding back the
Kind of clenching your teeth to make sure you don't lose any. Izamina.
From where I am, can I see if there's anybody that's not like retching and looking sick? I'm looking for somebody that looks
Marcos
healthy. Is it
was
just
looking
Marcos?
pretty bad, but he's looking better, and Rosenthal seems fine. And
Okay, and the
Zahanna
3 people
went
I'm
into the
gonna
basement.
cast at first level Bless as long as I can see Malik, Zanel, and Marcos.
You'd have to move in a bit into the top of the stairs, but you can see them.
I'll move into the top of the stairs. I'm okay with that. That doesn't put me in the slash zone for smell, right?
No, you have to reach the bottom of the
That's
stairs
fine.
for that to hit you.
Fine. So I will cast first level Bless. So now whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you can add a D4. But additionally, because I'm an order cleric, I can pick somebody to make their reaction as an immediate attack right now against
Cool.
one of the guys. So I'm going to choose Marcos because he doesn't look sick.
Okay.
So Marcos, will you make an attack for me really quick, buddy?
Yes.
I'm just going to say, you guys, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Marcos, just that one right there.
So that's a natural 20.
Excellent.
Plus 5 plus the bless.
Are you
Is
meleeing or are you
27.
throwing your spear?
I am stabbing with my spear.
All right, so you're gonna move down, move next to Malik, and then stab him.
So okay.
You need combat music.
Okay.
Dude.
So 2d6 damage from my spear.
Yeah.
That's 9 plus 3 is 12. And then it also doubles the damage dice for Thunderous Smite.
Oh, and you had Thunderous Smite going.
Right,
So
so
that's another
that's-
46.
Yep, so 12 plus 5 plus...
Yeah, it's dead. I think it's very
Yeah,
dead.
but let's make sure. But let's really make sure.
13 plus 11, 24 damage, and everyone within 300 feet hears... just massive roll of thunder.
Okay,
Because
that was
maybe this
super
will
cool.
force the other ones into like cowering and surrendering to us.
Thunder.
Paladins
And-
are so cool.
When they work,
They're so good.
I
when
need
we
to
work,
play a
we
paladin.
work.
God damn.
All right.
Thanks for the raid, Penny for a Tail.
Hey, Penny for a Tail. Hi, congratulations on launching your Kickstarter.
Oh, congratulations,
What?
guys!
That's
It launches tomorrow.
Congratulations
I knew
in
that!
the future,
I
guys.
knew that!
It's
I knew
technically,
that! Ah!
it's technically tomorrow where I am, so I can say
There it is.
congratulations.
There it
Uh,
is.
The launches at 10 a.m. your time.
I've seen far too many advertisements. It's been on my mind. This is why I don't get to do the promotions for sponsors.
Fun fact, though,
all right.
I was actually playing that earlier today on Penny for a Tail, and it is actually a pretty awesome game.
So fun.
I will be playing that Saturday.
But yes.
So Marcos steps down, follows through with the thunderous
Smite.
charge on the end of the spear, and stabs through straight into the chest wall, the chest cavity of this creature, and it's almost like a charge sort of led down your arm, led into the spear, and just sort of encapsulated the head of the spear and it blew the chest apart
Nice.
and caused a almost like a divot in the wall itself of the basement. At which point, then stuff starts to some of the dirt starts to kind of cave into and fill in the space.
Whole
Feel
different
a bit of
level.
a crack and a shift a little of the boards of the ceiling, I guess, of the basement, or the floor above.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna be building
shift a
loud.
little
Oh.
because you just set off a thunder charge in a basement of a dilapidated house, but that's okay.
And this is how we die.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
like-
Not all of us, sister. I'm at the top of those stairs. I will
Great.
Somebody
Second
grab
level.
her.
All right, but nothing beyond that, because there's no massive amounts of damage from thunderous smite, and there's no massive area of effect.
Yeah.
If you'd done, say, I don't know,
Fireball.
the
Fireball.
yes, fireball would have sucked. As would shatter, as would
Disintegrate.
thunderstep. Any of those really fun ones. Do an
None of-
AOE. It would have been terrible.
None of which I have access to. So
Soon,
no, I actually never get
at that,
We're in a small, dilapidated house. Meteor storm.
there's now you're in a room. These things still smell horrible and gross. And actually, you know what? You did not actually succeed the saving throw, so you're going to give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Well,
Even
that's
though I cured myself of the.
fun.
Oh wait, not me. I cured myself.
Oh my man.
And
10.
wait, but I think every time you roll an ability check, you can
I
use
get
your
D4.
guidance.
So
No, not Malik. You already
Oh.
failed. I want Marcus to roll.
Yeah, but I think whenever. So you get your guidance on this too, buddy. Or not your guidance, sorry, your bless.
Less. Okay.
Attack rolls and saving throws. Yes,
Well,
you get
this
an extra
is-
D4.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Please, dear God. Please, dear God. Please, dear God. 11.
11 is not enough.
I get re-poisoned.
You are suddenly you come down. You were you're cured. You're like, oh, all right, that was it. Izamina comes in. No, you got this. Get him. Get that one right there. And you kind of and you just rush down without thinking. You've kind of inspired by this. You go down, and you stab through without even thinking. You're not even breathing. You kind of just move as a big instinct. You just kind of do down. Bam. Boom. It throws up, and all of a sudden you just kind of. And you take that breath in, and suddenly you're like, whoa.
So, this is down here. I don't.
It's gross down here.
it.
Just all the worst smells you can imagine, and they're all together. So you can't even identify one. They're just like this melange of all the.
It's the worst mixtape ever.
Worst mixtape. Or this is the Rick roll of smells. Yeah, it's terrible.
Craziest thing you've ever smelled.
All right. So now, you guys are 4 of you are downstairs, and not happy. What now?
So all the creatures are gone, right? We killed everybody that we know of.
They're not moving.
I am going to take off back up the stairs so I can huff and probably throw up some.
Following.
And be
you go
by
up the stairs?
Izamina so she can save me.
And for the you kind of get up the stairs. It's a bit better, but through combined efforts, and we're going to improvise, you're going to throw open the door. You get that blast of fresh air, and it's that when you're about to hurl and you get that relieving, like almost it's cool because you're like in a bit of a body sweat sort of thing, and you feel better. You're still poisoned, but you're not at that stage.
I'm gonna leave the basement last. Like the whole rear guard, I do not trust something to try and grab.
Stab.
One of us. Yeah, I might just for good luck stab the 2 lizard things.
That didn't get smited.
Well, no, one didn't get smited, so that one in particular gets like, eh. Okay, can't take it anymore. Can't take it anymore. Gotta get out.
Trying to hold my breath. Doesn't work. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my arrow out of the thing's head and then head up the stairs. Assuming there's nothing of interest down here that I can see, right?
No, a couple of barrels, a couple of crates.
And 2 dead scaly things.
Yeah, we've
3 dead
fallen
scaly
down
things.
that track.
3 dead.
before.
Ah. Whew.
Yeah. So you get upstairs, you regroup.
Okay.
Let's just leave the door open.
Yeah.
Can
and the
we?
windows.
How about this for a new rule? Every time we go into a basement in this damn village, there's bad things down there. So how about we just not go into basements?
That is a
Hey.
solid plan.
Izamina, you have a healing spell?
You have a couple.
I do. I don't know if it will stop poison.
I know.
I have. Yeah,
Okay, hang
it's
on.
not going to stop poison.
I just kind of put my spear down and just like facepalm myself. There goes the rest of my ability to heal.
I'm going to hold up a green glitter vial and a purple vapor. I'm going to say, do you think one of these would help?
Oh, she keeps trying to pawn these things on
I
you.
am not an arcanist. I have no idea.
I will try it after you do.
That's a solid maybe.
I'm not. Yeah.
I'll just tuck them away. We'll hold on to them. I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough. Are you actually like hurt? Because I can
No,
help you feel a little better, but
Marcos
I don't
looks
have anything.
completely fine again now. No, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
am hurling.
I don't think
every time that Zanelle throws up, Rosenthal takes a step away and casts prestidigitation to get rid and it's just like over and over. So you're just like, he just looks disgusted that this is that, but he's just like, I'm gonna clean that up real fast. I'm gonna clean that up real fast.
They're real life.
Marcos just looks at all the blood stains and broken furniture, looks at the basement door, and just kind of goes, "Oh, okay."
What? I don't. Could have been anybody.
Let me guess. Let me guess. When you opened the door to the basement, it was closed from our
No.
side.
No, the door was off its hinge.
Oh, so these things were just chilling, waiting for something to come down there. Then
I guess.
Maybe that's just where they were living during the day.
oh, okay.
During the day. What about the night
No.
there?
So these things clearly these things weren't the things that attacked us, because these things had
Agreed.
claws. So
And smell really bad.
yeah,
and didn't seem able to speak.
so
I mean, have you seen the guy we got tied up?
Points.
He was talking before.
Maybe they turn into these lizard things.
they might turn into those lizard things or those ghoul things from the other basements, but that clearly happens after they try to throw a sack over your head and drag you off in the middle of the night.
That makes
Do
sense.
Do we think these things are what killed the innkeeper that was here? Because didn't he like disappear?
I think
He was there and then he wasn't the next day?
Yeah, I think these things are the reason there was no one in this inn, and there hasn't been anyone here for a while, and there are bloodstains all over the floor and broken furniture.
Why didn't anyone just come look?
I'm starting to get a sinking feeling that this town might be keeping a lot of secrets. And that
also,
therefore they're lying to
happened
us.
9 months ago? What have those things been eating for 9 months?
I really don't want to think about that.
Like, how many people have gone missing and they just aren't admitting it? Like,
I don't think these guys are responsible for trying to take me. Or
No, they're not. But
no, but I think it's a part of the big picture.
there's
It's not the first monster thing we've ran into, right? Like, something's going on.
We're looking for things that attacked us, not things that we went into their home and kind of defended their home.
I mean, I agree that it's not a good sign that there is so many odd things in this fairly small town, but I don't necessarily think that there's a direct correlation here.
no, probably not.
Could be, but like ghouls and lizard thing creatures do not typically represent the same thing. So I think we have to continue on our way.
So to the temple, or like on our way, as in, let's say, screw this town, village, and let's go somewhere else in general.
I
don't think we should say screw this town.
Agreed. I would like to do, because we haven't really been in to see. Zahana, did you go back and pick up your stuff from that house?
Yeah, we did that.
The first night.
And did you guys last night? Did you guys like do an investigation and see if there was any evidence left behind?
No, it's just to grab his stuff and get out.
Because all that
So
was in there
maybe-
was his stuff.
So maybe
It was
because it's daylight, we could at least just take a look.
I mean,
It's across the
we
street.
could.
I don't know
We
if we'll
could.
find anything, but sure.
We have not had much luck with going into abandoned places so far. And the
Or we've
plan.
had a lot of luck. You never know.
Yeah. I
But
can narrow down that this innkeeper was murdered and didn't just leave.
yeah, and
And
also
wasn't kidnapped.
I mean,
to be
he could have been
fair-
a prick though.
To be,
to be
fair,
fair, I didn't go into an abandoned place. I was sleeping in a well-established inn with lots of other people when I was attacked, and we went looking for where everybody else was, and then we went into an abandoned area. But
Yeah,
you know,
and-
I think that and then we found some friends in Olwen and Belva. So maybe we just take a peek-see, and if there's nothing, then there's nothing, and we can continue on. I think we should probably talk to the temple, because if the priests or priestesses of Maliki know that there's something funky going on, they might, especially because it doesn't sound like Maliki is super into it, they might aid us in figuring it out.
But yeah, then we can go to the temple. But as
Okay.
I was saying, if you, I mean, if we got, I
Okay, I want to just go take a peek-see into the other place
I'll go with her.
where Zahana was kidnapped from.
I'll wait
Alright.
outside.
And I'm
Uh,
keeping my concentration within 10 minutes. So
Okay.
are we able to?
What's Rosenthal doing?
Are we able to get like try again for a Constitution saving throw, or like how do we kind of shake off the poison effect?
Yeah. It will. I will say it fades over time. Eventually, you guys are going to roll higher than a DC 12. If you would like to, you go right ahead.
I mean,
You are blessed, so you get an extra D4.
that's what I'm saying. Might as well. Not.
Go right ahead.
It's
Anyone
still at
who's
disadvantage,
poisoned?
right?
Please feel free to roll.
That's
Yes,
just to
but
say-
you are at disadvantage because you are poisoned.
13 without bless.
That works.
16
Yep.
Finally.
or yeah, the lowest one is 16 total.
let's use a.
Zahana?
Zahana, were you
Thank
poisoned?
you.
no.
He rolled
I
a
thought you were.
natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
He crushed it.
So everybody feeling much better now that you're out in the open air.
Nobody checked their bodies or anything. I'm just saying that out of character.
Nope.
I don't think they hit anybody.
They didn't.
Yeah, he did.
We're
They-
waiting for Izamina to go down there and check it out.
All the-
I looked at one while I pulled the arrow out of its head. Does that count?
But there
Sure.
wasn't like there was
There was
dead
no clothing.
people, maybe. So there wasn't like goodies on the ground. There wasn't money bags or anything.
I did look around the room, and he said there was barrels and crates and nothing of interest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I apologize that I missed that.
Yeah, we've already
all
had
right.
an issue with opening barrels and crates.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
right.
So
then
the
I'm
house
gonna
across
go...
the street
Uh-huh.
is where you and Danelle wanted to check out quickly. The doors and the shutters are swinging open and free. The whole place looks like something of abandoned desolation. There are weeds choking the yard. It basically looks like the entire place was just abandoned suddenly.
I'll walk in.
I'm gonna drop bless and give guidance to Zanel, which is for an ability check. And I'm just gonna say, take a look. I'll stand here at the doorway and just keep an eye on you.
Since there's like holes all in this roof, there's light coming in, right? Like I can see.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
It's sort of a bit gloomy because there's no like interior light specifically, but you can see enough.
Okay.
You wander about the house. How much rummaging do you do, or just do a cursory glance?
No, I want to like do
Open
like
the cupboard
investigate.
doors.
Yeah. See if there's anything suspicious I can
investigation check.
find, or anything at all that can give me a hint at what happened.
Yeah, roll me investigation.
What's your investigations now?
+1. That's a 6.
Plus your D4.
Okay.
Plus a
Okay.
D4.
Oh, that's a 10.
There it is.
I know.
You rifle the house. You open up the cupboards. You check drawers of dressers and things, and it's outfitted for a family of 4. There are 2 bedrooms, one with a single bed, one with 2 smaller beds. The cupboards contain cooking utensils, moldy scraps of food. There are some rags that might have been clothes, but generally the whole place looks like it was just sort of left.
I will yell out, I don't see anything. Like nothing at all. Maybe some leftover clothing, but that's it. Do you want to come in now?
Does it look like there's enough stuff there that they did not reasonably pack up and leave? Like, does it look like their stuff is all still there?
No, there's nowhere near enough stuff.
Okay.
I mean, you're looking for occasional things. You open up a drawer, there's like a whisk and a food encrusted spoon. And there's another drawer, and there's like a broken plate or a chipped plate and a chipped mug or something. It's just sort of like a mishmash of abandoned crap.
Okay. Then let's continue to the temple.
While they're investigating the house, I'm going to walk across the street and knock on the door of the brothers' house.
I love it.
Okay. I'm in the street, so I can keep an eye on this.
Okay.
I'll follow.
You walk up to the door, you knock on the door. You wait. No answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn the handle. Is it locked?
It turns. It is not.
Let the door swing open. Hey, I'm looking for Xander. Is he here?
Mm-hmm.
No response.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look over to Marcos. His brothers ain't home, or they're hiding. One of the two.
Rose.
So
Dave? Oh.
I'm still here.
I'm gonna go check it out. I'll holler if I find anything.
Okay, or if anything tries to grab you.
Maybe, yeah. So I imagine the house is less open than the abandoned inn was. So I probably won't have my bow out. I'll have the dagger in hand as I kind of look through the house.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I don't really know. I'm looking for people who might be hiding.
That's fair. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Well, I have +3 to investigation, but that was a nat 20.
Nice.
Yay.
Another nat
So-
20.
No one.
Beautiful.
There is no one in the house.
Can being a nat 20, can I tell if the house has been recently occupied? Is there
thing
evidence
about
that
natural
someone slept
20s
there?
And in ability checks is that there is no absolute inherent bonus in the raw rules with regards to fancy, fun stuff that happens with natural 20s and ability bonus. To hit rolls, yes. Skill checks, not so much. It's just basically more flavor. But that said, I will give you that because your investigation roll alone was high, your very recently lived in, you know this because you literally saw them like yesterday. And I mean, there's still dying embers in the hearth, for example. So it's been recent enough that signs of life still exist.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anything that I might find on my way out that could be perceived as a weapon that they might come back for, I'm going to remove from the house.
I mean, other than a kitchen knife?
Mm,
And any
I-
gold.
I am going to remove the possibility of any obvious weapons that I might see for them to come back and get weapons from this house.
Fair.
However that works. Whatever that turns up with. If it's a knife, it's a knife. If it's a chair that is broken up into clubs, it's a chair that's broken up into clubs.
Nothing's really stands out as a weapon to be retrieved by them. It's just a generic farmhouse with generic kitchen utensils and generic country home linen, wooden spoons. I mean, our grandmother had a razor strap hanging on the kitchen wall for no reason.
Oh, if there's any food, because we're probably midday down, we could use a snack. I might grab that as well.
I mean, yeah, you'd probably grab like a loaf of bread or something that's sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
And if you take all the money, they can't buy weapons later.
Mm.
I wasn't exactly looking for money, but if there's
Just gonna
any
go
money
rifling through all
laying
the
out,
drawers.
if there's money laying out to grab that they can't buy to prevent them from buying stuff, I'll take that too.
Like
And-
Elder Scrolls, just stacks of gold coins sitting on a table.
If they
I mean, isn't that where you leave your gold coins, just sitting on the
Yeah.
dining room table?
if they
Naturally.
have if
Easily
they have any
grabbable sack.
clothing in there that they could trade for weapons, you should probably take that too.
I think we should take the whole
Interestingly,
house.
I will give you as well with your investigation because you were looking for weapons, you were looking for signs of life. There's nothing valuable here. You know, the standard farmhouse, you'd have like, you know, a silver pitcher or a nice set of matching stoneware. You know, something that would be a personable family would collect of some kind, a knickknack, a candlestick, something. There is nothing. There's nothing shiny. The utensils are basic and kind of cafeteria almost in that sense. There's nothing fancy. There's nothing shiny. There's nothing metallic and valuable looking. There's no the clothing even in the closets, simple. Nothing elegant. Nothing embroidered. Nothing of any worth.
So maybe they've been giving tithes or paying some kind of protection fund.
So as I walk out of the house with just a loaf of bread and like, there's nothing worth taking in there. Want
He
some bread?
says with a loaf of bread in his hand. There's nothing worth taking.
You hungry?
No.
Takes the bread,
All right.
all the utensils, like
Nothing worth taking now. All right.
we should probably get
Now
to
what?
the temple.
Yeah.
We should
To
probably
the
should.
temple.
Yep.
Way. Map. Do you
Somehow
move
about
north?
somehow about 350 gold from the farmhouse ended up at Jasper's.
What?
I mean,
Oh shoot! Thank you, Zach.
Wait.
wow.
All right, we can do that giveaway now.
Wow.
Holy.
What? That's
Uh,
awesome.
Who
So-
donated?
350 gold just ended up in Zach's thing that he managed to find in the farmhouse. I don't know how that happened.
Made its way to
what?
Jasper's. Apparently didn't come with a party, so
Thanks for that,
Wait,
man.
how does that work?
Dude, that's incredible.
I'm gonna run the giveaway now, so hang on, everybody. Enter into the giveaway if you would like.
Wait, did I just hear you raise the? You got to 4?
We got the 4. And that Swee was from
You rock.
Joanna, who also
Oh,
plays in the
my.
vampire game. So all you have
That
to do is
is epic.
hit.
I heard if we got her to 4,000, Joanna was going to play in the D&D game on Sundays.
No. Exclamation point raffle, and you can win for the next 15 minutes.
so we're at the temple.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Heading to the temple. The only stone structure in this town.
I automatically distrust it.
A wall of granite blocks surrounds the temple, and sturdy wooden gates give access to a courtyard. And this is also the highest point of land in this town, a full 20 feet easily above the pond, the stream. The gates are standing open. I'm going to move the map.
I just moved everybody up there.
Oh, did I die again?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're still there.
Unless we've died together.
That seems right.
Switching the map. Boop.
Oh no, I've gone blind. Oh, no, there it is. That is awful floor tiling.
Right? Don't you love the mosaic? It's great.
I hate it.
Tell us
It's-
how
It's
you
so
really feel.
random.
It's so Austin.
The,
What happened to plain granite floors?
All right.
Making me miss
I
home.
gotta change my map.
Now you've made the paladin homesick.
All right. As you enter this large room, very large room, has a tile floor decorated with an abstract mosaic in orange, tan, brown, and blue. Several tapestries decorate the walls, depicting scenes of lush farmland and crops in various stages of maturity. 5 huge elm trunks serve as columns in the room, and a statue of Mirica, carved from a solid piece of jade, is mounted on a low dais across the room.
Okay, how do I switch the map on this thing? Because it's now looking at my thing.
Are you in GM mode there, Steve?
I am, yeah.
So go, yeah, you figured it out. You got to go to the one that looks like the temple.
Temple 1, I'm assuming? Or Yeah, that one. Let's go with that one. That sounds right. Whoa.
Just gonna kind of shift my spear into the same hand, holding my shield, and pull my holy symbol out from under my chainmail.
Well, you want to close your. You also want to close the
Yeah, it'll close.
the map thing.
Well,
As soon as it loads.
It'll load. Give it a minute.
Well,
Or
Do we see anybody?
you do not.
Hello.
I'm gonna walk to the kind of the bottom of the dais, and with my spear, kind of boom, 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 thump the butt of the spear on the first step to make like a loud sound.
I will thaumaturgy that to boom it 3 times louder than it should be.
I'll
Uh-oh.
cast dancing lights to make it look like a party.
We got a rave going. Boom, 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 boom.
No, it's just 3 boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, the map is changing. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
And I will thaumaturgy my own voice and just say I'm not yelling, but my voice is definitely booming to match the thuds of the spear. I'm getting very tired of abandoned buildings.
Yeah, love it.
But if there's no one here to reply,
Looking around, Mike, are there any doorways or anything that we could be?
Yes, actually. Let's see that. And
My headphones are about to stop. Oh, we're about to turn into a pumpkin. My headphones are about to die.
uh-oh.
we should probably wrap up at some
All
point
right.
semi soon. There's still
So-
a bit left on the thing, but we can run that into the. Yeah, we have time to enter
Okay.
the raffle.
All right. So then let's wrap this up. You step up the step. Boom, boom, boom. You amplify your voice. Izamina amplifies your spear impact. You create quite a ruckus. And then you hear a voice behind you. I assume there's a reason why you are making such a ruckus in my temple.
What's this ruckus?
You turn around, and she is female presenting, slender and attractive young woman, wearing chainmail, clad in green robes, and has a sort of a leather belt and a mace tucked at her side. She strikes you as her robes are ornate. They're not super fancy. They're not like massively, I'm a high priestess of everything thing. But she definitely does look like she's in charge.
My apologies for the abruptness and noise of our entrance, but we have had.
My name is Misha Devi. What are you doing in my temple?
I'm Marcos Losail. We were coming to seek counsel after some very disturbing revelations.
What did she say her name was?
Misha Devi, Misha Devi, Devi.
That's not the same name that Alwyn gave us, is it?
I don't think he gave us a name.
Didn't give us a name.
He gave us priestess of so-and-so.
And that, I think, is a good place to end it, though.
Yep.
So we can finish the raffling.
The raffle still has 7 minutes to go.
Or we can stretch it. It's up to you.
We can do a wrap up, and then I can do like the
that's fair.
end screen for
Yeah.
a couple minutes, and then raid into somebody else.
Fair enough. All right. So what I'm looking at on my wee little screen, let's start at the bottom and work my way up. So, Sarah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Izamina LaSalle, the Order Cleric. Thank you to all the viewers, everybody who raided tonight. It is just a lot of fun, and a special thank you to Mike for being an awesome DM and doing all this prep for us.
Zach.
Hi, I am Zachary Naldret, he, him. I am on Twitter at Zach Rules. You can find my community contest stuff through the link to my pinned post on my Twitter. So come and visit if that's something you might be interested in looking at. I will next be streaming on with Vorpal Tales. We're playing Necrobiotic. It's a 3-part series for a Kickstarter that starts tomorrow. So you can check that out on Kickstarter as well.
And it's an awesome game.
So cool.
I have not gotten a chance to play it like Steve has, but I will. Also, there's a online convention called TriitCon going on this weekend, and I am playing in an Exalted game that has 1 seat left. If anybody wants to play, hit up triitcon.com. Check out the games available. There's like 20 games that still have seats left.
Jazz.
Hello, my name is Jazz, she, her. You can find me on Twitter at Zulmain with 2 E's at the end. And I don't do nothing else really.
Zev.
Hi, I'm Zev. Ukar Gaming on Twitter and YouTube. The next time I'll be streaming anything will be here this coming Tuesday. Yeah.
Jacqueline?
Hi, Jacqueline here. Twitter is it's Gingivitis7. I do have a Twitch. I've been in the chat. It's Kakelia. You can also find me on Patreon as it's Kakelia. I have a few things there, mostly pixel art that I make in my free time, and the occasional really bad magic item if you want to get a good laugh. But other than that, hit me up on Twitter or something. We could talk about TTRPGs.
Steve.
I'm Steve. Ordinarily, I am the storyteller for Vancouver by Night. This week, we're going on at 3 p.m. PST because our adjacent game isn't back until next week. So then after that, we're going to raid directly into the Rolling D's 20s channel, and then we're possibly getting another D&D game at some point. Like, explain. And thank you, everybody, for donating. Thank you for helping to spread the word. We wouldn't have been able to hit the 4,000 without any of your help. It's awesome.
Woo. All right. And I'm Mike. I have been your storyteller for the evening for these would-be heroes. You can catch my pre and hopefully post-COVID adventures in cosplay at Canadian Captain America or CDN Captain America on Twitter. I also play in the Monday Delve into Darkness Vampire the Masquerade game here on Vancouver by Night. as everyone's lovable
That's Saturdays.
Or,
We
you know.
only record on Mondays.
Saturdays we recorded on Mondays, and a collaboration between myself and Sarah will be eventually developing a D&D game in which I will be playing and Sarah will be dungeon mastering on Sunday afternoons, probably. More on that. It'll probably happen mid-June as the launch date. Back to you, Steve. So we can. How much time we got left on the raffle?
There's still a couple minutes left on the raffle.
Babble.
If anybody wants to
Anybody
spread
got any
the
more
word
links?
on that, because there's 5 entrants, and I think I'm looking at most of them right now.
I posted over to Twitter, so
Yeah,
people
we've
can...
got 2 minutes left on the raffle, and I
Come and
think,
raid if you want it.
yeah, everybody who is playing the game or is playing a vampire game on this channel, they have entered. I cannot, nor will I. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd say that, yeah.
Is it the Heritage game?
It's the Heritage game, yeah.
That is an amazing game. I have played it. I played a friend of mine who basically funded the Kickstarter, and he got all the fancy little bits to it. It's good. I very much enjoyed the delving through history of the entire game and sort of the development of the characters as you go.
So I've heard there's the Crusader Kings game, which has the vampire mod to it, where you play as vampires instead of kings. So from the way that Vampire the Masquerade Heritage has been described to me, is that, but as a board game. Is that correct from people who have played it?
I haven't played it, but Zach, enter the contest, man.
That's okay.
You don't want it? What?
So, Mike,
Okay,
you
so
played the
somebody-
game. Is it kind of like that?
Haven't played the video game.
Somebody's actually going to have to explain to me what Vampire the Masquerade is, and
well.
Yes.
That'll take up at least 2 minutes.
No, there's
so-
only like 10 seconds left.
Okay, Vampire the Masquerade. There are vampires. Vampires are real, but there are 13 clans and a whole lot of bloodlines, which we will not get into. And
Vampires are real. The
They
world is a
hide
bit darker.
themselves with the mask through a series of rules they call the Masquerade. Hence, Vampire the Masquerade, all about hiding themselves from humanity.
I'm going to click pick winner now.
Wait.
And it's Cecilia.
That's me.
Hey.
Hey.
And that is that. We are out on that. And we hit the 4,000. Thank you, everybody, for donating once again. We couldn't have done that without you. You're going to help a lot of people with a lot of, in a lot of different ways. Like they've expanded their call center, I think, now to, I think, 18 hours or 24 hours. I think this is the big push for the 24-hour call center. So it's going to help a ton of people out. And it is awesome. Thank you all so much. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna raid somebody else now.
Ooh.
So thanks everybody, and we're gonna say goodnight, and I'm going to actually breathe. So here we
Hey.
Bye. Have a wonderful night.
bye everybody.
Uh...
Would be heroes. Thanks for watching. That screen, that's the one.